So we're talking about items in the town budget. From your perspective, are there any items that have obvious bloat in the town budget and could be reduced without detriment to the residents? Mr. Taylor, you first.
Obvious bloat? I mean, I'm not sure, because some of the people that work for the town are in this room, so I'm not going to start talking about obvious bloat. I don't see that there's obvious bloat. I think that all of it needs to be looked at, and I think that we need to, like I said before, I harp on this, but we need to start working together with other towns to join up even just our plow routes. And the DPW crew actually over the last few months has gone a long way to restructuring its organization. And instead of there being, as a group of guys that does the lawn mowing, and then a group of guys that does the snow plowing, a group of guys that does the roads, a group of guys that does the water, they have, over the last several months, they've started working towards a way more efficient program so that these people can be cross-trained across these departments and understand, and then they know when a different project comes up, say that somebody's sick that operates a backhoe, and he's the only guy that's been running the backhoe for like the last 30 years. Then other people will know how to use it, and other people will know how to work with that person. There's going to be a lot less people standing around leaning on shovels. They do a great job, and they are trying super, super hard. And I don't want to just leave it on the DPW. Our fire department is absolutely unmatched. Our police department is absolutely incredible. I think that both of those departments work their collective butts off to keep their budgets in line. And they're always coming up with new ways. I think moving forward, what we want to do is help them to come up with even more new ways and introduce ideas that maybe people haven't thought of before.
Mr. Kennedy, what do you see as some?
I know.
What do you see as some areas of the town budget that maybe should be looked at more closely? I'll get away from that word bloat. I don't think we ought to like that word bloat.
Well, I absolutely agree. I want to point out that our operating budget is increasing by less than 2% this year. And that's through the great efforts of our budget committee and our select board. And in particular, in a practice that I will continue, is what's known as zero-based budgeting. That's where you start at what you had last year is what you're going to get this year. And what do you absolutely need to go beyond that? If you do it the other way around, if you say, let's blue sky this, and ask for everything you need and want and everything else, and then cut it back, you're always going to end up with a much larger budget. So I'm going to continue that practice of zero-based budgeting in order to bring the budget in as close to or below inflation rate, okay? Which has been done this year. Now, in past years, it has gone up and down, depends on a number of different projects that are going on. But I have scrutinized the budget. The numbers are, sometimes incomprehensible. You have to go and sit down and talk with the people who generated those numbers or participated in the budget process. And of course, as a selectman, I will be very much involved in that budget process.
And you're talking about being qualified to do various things, and I'm going to have a different question for each of you, but they came in, they match, okay? But they're not the same. So Mr. Kennedy.
It's getting confusing, okay?
I don't know, sorry. Mr. Kennedy, what qualities or experiences do you have that qualify you for a position on the select board?
Well, if you go and read the definition of what a select man or select board does, it's primarily an executive position. And in the past, I have had executive positions. I was editor-in-chief of A+ Publishing when IDG was in town here. My wife and I started up and ran several companies, so I was CFO. I also did a lot of the legal work, although I'm not a lawyer. I was involved in patent processing. I was involved in the actual merger when we finally did sell the company. So I have a lot of management as well as executive experience working with people, building consensus and so on to get the job done.
And Mr. Taylor, your question is, how have you participated in town government in the past?
I'm new to the party and a little late to the party. I've always paid attention. I can say this is President Counter's experience, but I haven't missed a ledger or when there was a transcript also since I was about 6 years old. I've been paying close attention. I felt that this year now is the time for me to get involved. Do I have experience? No, I haven't run for an office before. I've been a businessman, I've been an executive, I've been in the trenches running equipment and driving trucks. I sell houses, I work building relationships all day, every single day. And so, I mean, that's why I feel like I'm qualified for it, not because I have a lengthy experience in town government.
All right, thank you. And again, I've got two separate questions. Mr. Taylor, you supported the library project. Briefly, what happened?
What happened to the library project?
Yes, I'm not sure I understand that question, but.
Well, I'm completely supportive of the library project now because it's here and we're moving forward on it, and I think that it needs to happen. Particularly because after the last revaluation and the several people, not several, most of the people in town saw huge tax increases. So now the library is even more important than it ever was. There's a lot of people that, you know, you talk about just little increases in budgets. Those little increases in budgets mean a cell phone to some people, internet to some people. It means whether or not they have a TV at home. So the library is an ever increasing need in our community. It is run by an incredible person named Corinne Chronopoulos. She is top shelf. I spent some time talking to her. She is truly amazing, as are many of our department heads. But the library has been voted on. It is moving forward, and I'm completely supportive of it.
Thank you. And Mr. Kennedy, a question about some of your campaign signs. I didn't write these. Why do you feel that you needed to use the word integrity on your campaign signs? Is the question.
That was not a comment on my opponent. I think integrity in office is.
What makes you say that? They said, why do you feel like it had to be, not why.
I think that in the current atmosphere of politics, and the Selectboard is not a political position, but the current atmosphere raging in our political environment, there's a lot of lack of integrity. And I personally think that I bring integrity to the town, and I want everyone to know that I have integrity and will, you know, put their best interests in mind.
Okay. Another question. What is your plan to decrease the use of plastic, especially plastic bags, in our town? Is this a select board issue, I guess is one of the questions, Mr. Kennedy? Short answer.
Oh, short answer.
Yeah.
Well, I currently serve on the Peterborough Recycling Center Advisory Committee.
Okay.
And I have to say that every time. Anyway, and one of the things that we're working on is this project called the Green Star Award. This is an actual award that we make and give out. There's an audit that companies, merchants go through and check off 5 areas of activity. One is conservation, recycling, educate, innovate, and reuse. Now, I happen to agree that we should get rid of plastic bags. When I go into Roy's and they ask me plastic or paper, I say neither, because I bring my own bag all the time. I would like to see plastic eliminated, plastic bottles and water eliminated from our use. And I work on that recycling committee to do just that. Now, I think the important part is what can I do as a selectman? I can help businesses educate themselves, help businesses understand how they can get rid of plastic out of their waste stream. Because you know that we cannot get rid of the plastic that we're collecting, even though it's recyclable. China is not accepting our plastic anymore, and it's become a real problem, and it's getting even worse.
Mr. Taylor, do you have anything to add about plastics in town?
Well, I mean, I would have to echo Bill's sentiments on that, and I hope that if you're not selectmen, you'll still be able to help businesses figure out a way to decrease their plastic use. I get paper bags, and I think I'm probably going to have to get a reusable bag. That's I think I'm going to take all my campaign signs and maybe re-roof my barn with them. Because that's leaking. So, they use those plastic right up there.
Good idea. Thank you. One quick question, and it may be something you've thought of or not. What is your take on 5G wireless connectivity? Will it make it to Peterborough before 2050? Now, I understand there's a 175-foot tower in Antrim that is proposed, and I don't know if that's close enough to cover Peterborough, because I don't really understand 5G. But is this something that the select board should be involved in? And if not 5G, then other kinds of broadband? Where are we up to? We're up to Mr. Taylor first.
I think the select board should be involved on the level that they make sure that if 5G does come to town by 2050, I mean, I don't know if I'd still be on the board then. I think the role of the select board in that position would be to make sure that whatever company comes to town and is proposing that it's the most possible benefit to the town. We get as much money possible. That part needs to be negotiated. The tower that's proposed over in Antrim will not do us any good over here, unfortunately. I can look out my window at a cell tower and sometimes drop a call by staring right at it. So it's not a foolproof program. As far as broadband, the town is up to renegotiate a contract coming right up here with Comcast. And there's not a ton of people happy with it, but those people haven't been forced to use Fairpoint or consolidated communications either. I was speaking with Amy Custer, I guess this was a couple of years, not just this most recent time, and she said, "What is your experience with your DSL line in Peterborough?" I said, "Well, I live 2.5 miles from the center of town, and 90% of the time it's horrible, and 10% of the time it's even worse than that." So, moving forward with 5G, we certainly need to make sure that whoever comes to town, and they will want to come to town, we need to make sure that they're paying their fair share to us, the taxpayers first.
Mr. Kennedy, what do you see as a select board role? And do you think 5G is going to come to Peterborough anytime soon? Soonish?
I don't think the issue is it should revolve around 5G, to be honest with you. I think the issue is broadband. I think the issue is running fiber. We have fiber running through town, it just isn't being delivered. And I think we need to put a lot of pressure on our service providers to provide that. And as Bill pointed out, we're in the process now of renegotiating the contract. We also have the option that Chesterfield had, and that is to put through a taxable bond to actually create our own network. Everybody in Chesterfield is going to have fiber running to their homes. And that's a good thing, I think. So we need to continue to work on that. And I know the people who are doing a lot of work on that.
Croc TV.